Hello everybody!
Hi!
Welcome to this new The Crew 2 Gator Rush live stream.
Yeah.
My name is Arnaud Frémont, I'm super excited to be there today, and I have the pleasure once again to be with James Streams, the one and only, and also Claire Garin. Thank you very much, Claire.
Hi, I'm so happy to be back.
Hey.
Last time was for open beta,
Yeah,
I remember.
it's been a
Yeah.
while.
Yeah.
Quite a
Always
ride,
a
too.
pleasure to be with you guys.
So I think we have quite a huge content coming tomorrow for all of our players. What is it?
Yeah, it's our very first completely free for all players update. As you know, it's called the Crew 2 Gator Rush, and it's packed with new content. We're so excited to be presenting it to you. Yeah.
So tomorrow, all
Yes.
players, before we
With
go
a-
into details about this live stream,
Yep.
shall we go through the content of this update?
Sure, let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it seems that we didn't have any sound on this
There we go.
amazing video, so
Surprise.
but I think it was
The
quite
video,
obvious.
yeah, the video
Self-explanatory,
speaks
yes.
for itself. Obviously, we have new discipline, the hovercraft, that everybody already knows about because we've been announcing it at Gamescom and later on. So yeah, new discipline, new vehicles, new challenges
Absolutely.
to pack up a little bit our map, and yeah, new difficulty mode, new legendary parts. So yeah, we're gonna
Absolutely.
deep dive into that tonight.
Yeah, looking forward to it. So let's talk about our menu. So yes, we're gonna go back to the Gator Rush, show you a bit more gameplay, so hovercraft, a new touring event, and also some skills, because it was the first time we show new skills.
Absolutely is, yeah.
Then,
After that, we're going to be looking at a new feature that we're adding to the game with the photo sharing. So it's quite a cool new feature. We've seen that you love sharing pictures in the game, and we love seeing them, so we're going to make it even easier by adding the ability to upload them straight to our website. We're going to give you a quick demo of that, and to get everyone into the whole theme of it, we're launching a brand new weekly event as well as of tomorrow, using that feature. Gator Rush themed, hovercraft themed, and we'll have some cool prizes up for grabs for that too, some crew credits to win. We'll give you all the details on that a bit later too.
Stay with us.
yeah, can go into details, all of that. Then, I've seen quite a few comments about this, but we will, of course, present the September vehicle drop.
Yes, we
So
will.
2 new vehicles available for all season pass owners
Pretty
for
cool
7
ones.
days early
Yep.
access, and then for all players. And finally, we will go through the patch notes,
Yes.
because I know that many of you have been waiting for this one.
Uh-huh.
So
We've been waiting to publish them because there's a
Yes.
hell of a lot in there. In fact, you can actually go on the website now and see them. They're online in a whole bunch of languages, so go on and take a look at them. We're going to be looking through...
highlights only.
Sorry?
We're
Yeah.
gonna go through highlights.
We're going to go through highlights of them. Yes, it'll take us a long time to go through absolutely everything. So we're just going to take you through some of the key points. But do take the time, please, to go onto the website and look at them in detail because there's a lot there that's changed.
And one other thing at the end, well, I would say goodbye to be sad, but we have something great.
Yeah, we
Yes.
have a surprise.
We have a surprise.
We've got a little surprise at the end.
Just
Something
teasing,
cool.
let's say. Okay. So we move to the Gator Rush
Yeah, let's
release.
jump in.
Absolutely.
Position.
Let's jump straight in.
Okay. Okay,
Here
so
we go.
here
We're
we
in the
are.
game.
Yeah.
Back on the game. So this time again, we have the pleasure to have Aurel with us. Thank you very
Again,
much.
yeah.
Not sure we're able to see him, but
The best player in the studio.
well,
I'm gonna make some people jealous right now. I
not
know.
sure, but let's see.
And we're starting off there
pressure.
with a quick look at the map, and you can see basically quite a few events have been added. So like we said, we're
Yeah.
adding new activities, new skills, both for the new discipline, the hovercraft, but also for existing ones too.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And it fills the map up nicely with lots of new things to crack on with.
Yeah, so basically 10 new hovercraft challenges
Yep.
and 20 other challenges, like 10 new events and 10 new skills that we're gonna take a look now at.
Absolutely.
So new events are separated between touring cars, hypercar, and jet sprints.
Yep.
And today we will show you a bit more of touring car.
Yes, absolutely.
So let's start with a new skill. So let's go near Vegas.
Yeah, it's always nice to take a small trip to Vegas, especially by plane. This one is I love that plane.
I really love the biplanes
Yeah.
as well. They're pretty cool. I like the biplanes and I like the Spitfires too, a little bit of a
Exactly,
classic
and
feel.
I have to say
Old school planes.
what the players have been doing with the livery editor on
Yep.
those planes is pretty amazing. So
Absolutely.
I think that's one of the reasons why we push the photo sharing
yeah,
that much. Because you guys are doing amazing stuff in videos and photos and in libraries. So to be ashamed not to be able to share them.
yeah.
Absolutely.
And as you can see, we haven't been shy with the challenge here. Like even Aurel is trying to dodge the rocks here.
He's trying to do a perfect score, but not sure
Yeah.
he'll be able to.
He's being, as
Yeah.
always, he's being a little cocky.
A little
with
bit of
the
showboating,
challenge,
but that's
so
what we love
yeah.
about
it.
Fantastic. Through the finish line there.
He's looking like, try to do better than I'm doing,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, you take the pad afterwards.
So yeah, just in case, we are French. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry about that.
I'm
We're
losing my voice, so
we're-
it's even harder. But
No, we're almost offensively French, we know, but we still enjoy a nice view of the Las Vegas skyline as well. So
It is, yeah.
yeah,
And I think that the follow-up skill that we're going to switch to is something a little bit different. It's a slalom
yeah, it's a slalom.
yeah.
event.
So during the training, we were trying to do it with hovercraft. I think we're gonna go safer because
No,
it was
yeah.
almost impossible.
Yeah, actually, as a bit of an insight, you guys know pretty well now that skills, you've got the colors of the family, and it's a bit of an insight of what vehicle you should pick up to try these challenges.
Yep.
If you don't listen to that, you're gonna end up with doing a slalom with a hovercraft, and then it's not a pretty good idea.
That being said, if you want to, then
If
you
you
definitely
want to,
can. And if you
well-
do get a high score with the wrong kind of vehicle, then kudos to you. I'll be
Exactly.
very impressed. I have difficulty getting high scores with the right vehicle, so if you can do it with a different one.
Definitely.
Then,
This is the Crew 2,
you're
so
on track.
our motto is basically why not? So,
Do what you want.
yeah.
Absolutely.
There's a pirate this week. No. Sorry about this
Don't-
one.
Don't finish this sentence.
Okay, so this
So
is
yeah,
part of
this
10 new
is-
skills.
Yeah.
Off-road slalom, yeah.
As you can see, it's also a pretty cool way to keep on exploring our huge and wonderful open world. Keeps yourself a bit busy and even discovering places that maybe you haven't checked out yet. So yeah, this is where we are also thinking of adding new skills at every chance we get.
And
So-
I think we're staying on four wheels for the next little bit of gameplay as well, aren't we?
I think it should be a different feeling.
Slightly different feeling. Well, you'd hope so. Maybe a little bit faster, let's say. We're going to be having a look at the Shaban Cup. There we go. New touring car event. Touring cars that we have had a lot of great feedback from the community on as well, along with the hypercars, the two very popular disciplines. So we wanted to give you a little peek at one more of the new events we're adding to this particular discipline. And there we go.
Okay, so it seems that you have a beautiful library, but this one is
Yeah.
not coming from players. It's
No,
a
this
shame
one
that
is an
we don't have
official
them
one.
in the internal build we have.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we cannot showcase them here today.
Maybe on another occasion.
Yeah, of course.
Why
I'd love to
not?
showcase more of them. I mean, it's probably one of the things I spend the most time doing in game is whenever I get a new car, I just go to the house and scroll through all the different libraries for them.
Yeah,
There's some really fantastic ones on there.
and some really funny ones
Yeah.
too.
There we go. So
So yeah, the world records are broken in this version. Don't mind them. That's normal.
it's not the live version; it's just an
It's not
internal
the
one.
live
so-
version, okay? Gator Rush is releasing tomorrow. So this
Tomorrow.
is going to be
Yeah,
available
it's
to
not
all
live
players.
yet. Don't go into the Crew 2 hoping to discover some
No.
hovercraft challenges. It's gonna be tomorrow. And yeah, like by the way, touring car is definitely a personal favorite. One of the pro racing disciplines that I really love because you get to drive pretty unique rides. I think maybe not as extreme looking as the hypercar, but you know, you get this. Circuit, really traditional pro racing feeling that I really like, and yeah, like Aurélie showing us the cockpit view is pretty cool on those cars. I personally love when it rains and that you can get the windshield wipers view. So yeah,
Not this time.
not this time.
But you do have some.
But
swing
you'll
maps.
have, yeah, for sure. You know, you have our full-on weather system going on in the open world, so you'll get a chance to check that out for sure.
You certainly will.
So everything is going pretty fine.
He's going okay. He's giving the whole Clarence family a little
First
bit of a run for
position,
their money.
I'm proud of you. So just in
Definitely.
case you join us, so this is the Crew 2 Gator Rush, the first free update.
Oh, come on.
He's showboating again. There we go.
I'm getting bored. I'm doing something stupid.
So the first free update of the Crew 2 available tomorrow.
For free.
For free for all the Crew 2 players. So how it's going to happen, it's basically tomorrow we'll do maintenance around
indeed.
10 a.m. Paris time, I think.
Yes.
And then, after I think 2 hours or 3 hours,
Yeah.
we will unleash
Yeah.
Gator Rush. So you have access to the full content, and you can start playing the hovercraft from star level.
You can indeed, yeah.
It is.
Absolutely, and then you'll unlock more events as you keep on progressing anyway, because you didn't want to just give you absolutely all of them all together. And yeah, you can start getting cracking on that multi-terrain, sideways, slidey, feely action that we've all come to love.
Yeah. You'll also get to play a brand new live Extreme Series episode that I really love.
I think we had a question about this one
Yeah.
just before.
It's it includes pretty cool races. Like one is a rallycross race, and then you've got a hypercar session, and then
course.
the grand finale with a hovercraft up to the finish line. So it's really nice. As you might have seen on some of the Gamescom features, it includes one of our small surprises that it's so typical for live Extreme Series. Our little folding effects on the world that looks amazing, especially on the hovercraft part. That's
I
my
think
feeling.
You can already see it on some Gamescom
Yeah,
videos.
definitely you can check it
Or you
out.
can wait tomorrow. It's not that
Exactly,
far
to try it. But I
now.
mean,
But it's up.
it's always something different to see it on the screen and then to experience it. That's a pretty cool thing about it.
I think it's going okay for Aurel. So
Well, are you
I'm
feeling alright?
spoiling a bit what is coming next. So after this touring event, we will show you a bit more of hovercraft.
Yeah.
Let's go back around Chicago, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then we will go to the bayou. But
We will.
it will be just
To-
a reason to take
to
a picture,
deep
I
dive,
think.
exactly.
Yes, they
to
will. We're
deep
setting
dive
up the
into
perfect snapshot for the photo sharing. We'll give you a quick look at how that's going to work. I'm quite excited about the feature personally. We'll release a full article about the event tomorrow, about the photo sharing event that's going to last 1 week until next Tuesday. And among that article, within that article, there are a couple of stats that are quite interesting. One of them is that we've already had about 20 million photos shared, I believe.
Yeah.
Since the launch of the game, which is pretty fantastic.
Yeah,
That's an
it
absolutely huge number when you think about it. And hopefully this new feature, the photo sharing feature that we're going to show off in a bit, is going to help boost that number even more.
And also help
definitely.
you to better share with your friends and also share your library, share
Absolutely.
everything you're doing.
Yeah.
So,
I think we're
Aurel,
good for this activity.
yeah, just won the race. Just as a reminder, so the discipline, the challenges that we are adding to these new updates are touring car that we just shown, hypercar, and jet sprint, which is a pretty exotic discipline we have,
super
and
cool,
that player really loved, and we're surprised about. I really love it personally, like these super small, super reactive boats, and yeah, I think hovercraft is a nice addition to this discipline lineup, also for its kind of a craziness and uniqueness, and we're gonna check that out right now.
Just seen a quick question about the link for the patch notes. I believe we've got a
It will be in the live stream at the end.
Direct link, set
it will
up.
be on your screen. But basically, you just have to go on the thecrewgame.com website, and it
Yes.
should be live.
But
Otherwise, let us know, and then make sure to publish.
I
Once
think
again,
you should be able to type in thecrewgame.com/patch1-1-0 because that's the name of the patch. It's a bit of a
Nice.
cryptic link.
It's,
but if you
it's
just
now
go,
part of your DNA, James. You've been working on it.
there we go. But if you go straight onto the website, then it'll be in the news list, and you'll be able to have a look at that in your chosen language.
yeah. And this is quite a long article, so take your time, go through it. In 7
Grab a cup of
days,
coffee and
Grab a coffee or tea,
Chat with
Prepare.
kind of
friends,
tipple and go through
etc.
it.
prepare for a sleepless night.
I did see a mention of the odometer in the chat earlier on. You will find the odometer fix in there as well, amongst other things, and a whole bunch of other fixes too. We're going to go through a few of those a bit later on though. But in the meantime, we've jumped into one of the new hovercraft races now though.
Yeah. And by the way, this particular hovercraft, the Speedster, that's his name, hasn't been shown that much. Like we have shown a lot of the double helix, the other one with 2 helixes in the back. It's kind of the star of the artwork that we've been showing everywhere. But this one is another pretty cool one. It shows very well that our 4 brand new hovercrafts are really unique, and they each have a specific personality, both visually and of course also as far as the ending goes. So yeah, I really like this one. It looks like an, I don't know, UFO or something. I guess if
I kind of like it. So
yeah, I know.
It looks
Yeah,
like it
me
means
too.
business,
I'm
doesn't
like, yeah. If Formula Ones were hovercrafts, it would probably look like this. I don't know, with less colorful stickers, I guess. But yeah, I really love the style of it.
It's pretty good and it's streamlined. It's got a little bit of extra padding as well, not as much as the XK Armored, which
Yeah.
incidentally is one of the new vehicles that you'll get this month. I'm going to show that off a little bit
a bit
later.
later.
Yes, I won't spoil that
No
one.
spoilers, yes.
But it's a pretty great one, especially if you like the bumper car action.
Yeah.
It seems that the feedback, the visual you receive are a bit laggy. It's not the case on our side, so maybe it's a server issue. We try to fix it, but everything is fine here. So sorry.
Yeah, we can see Aurel
Doing
almost
pretty well.
Owning this race. Yeah, nice.
Almost.
There we go.
Don't try to be too.
Too cocky. Always.
And giving us a nice little show around Lake Michigan whilst we're at it as well. Beautiful
Yeah.
little skyline there in the distance.
And of course, for the ones that were not really aware of the craft, so this is a brand new discipline, very different.
Yeah.
So some people think that it's kind of a drift, but a bit different. And we had a lot of play session with player here, also with some of you guys. We tweaked based on your feedback because at the beginning it was a bit hard to handle, but now it's really easy to tackle at the beginning, and of course it's a bit trickier to master.
And then again, we'll have to say this is a very unique gameplay. It's the only vehicle in the whole lineup that can go both on land and on water. So yeah, it's very drifty. It's got this bumping car sort of feeling. So it's really something that you don't experience anywhere else in the game. So it makes sense that it takes you a bit of some exercise before you actually really master the physics of it all. And to answer a question that I saw on the chat, we know you have an hovercraft part of the lineup as the ultimate vehicle for the freestyle family. But the ones we're adding to the lineup, like I said, have pretty different personalities and pretty different ways of handling. So you'll see that. And we're actually, we can wait to see which ones our players are going to favor. If there is one, or
We have our ID, but you may change our mind.
we've seen people usually pick different hovercrafts. So we'll see. What's that? Aurel? Okay, Aurel is basically trying to, I don't know, twerk with his hovercraft. I don't know what we can call it. Thank you for the show.
So this is another event, so that we already have seen during the Gamescom,
this is actually the heart of the mood of Gator Rush,
It is, It's deep in the bayou. We've got that swampy feel. We've got all those different environments coming in as well. Some crocodiles crossing the path, jumping in that as well too. So it'll also give us the opportunity afterwards to show off the photo sharing too.
Yeah, and Aurel is quite an expert regarding photos.
He certainly is, yeah. He can take some pretty cracking snaps.
We're all ashamed every time we try to do photo capture.
I've stopped doing that. I've stopped competing with him. He's really he's become an expert at Photomodo, the studio. So
we're counting on you, basically, to do an amazing race, an amazing picture, and all the stuff.
Though we have to say, he has some tough competition with you guys since the game's launched.
So Aurel just quit the event because you may already have seen this one, and the focus was to also show you a bit more about this photo mode and the new feature that we will implement. So Aurel is trying to find the perfect spot. So we hope it will take less than 10 minutes.
You don't force art, Arnaud.
You don't
Come
force
on.
art, exactly.
Nice.
So this is a good start.
So Aurel, Arnaud wants you to to make up your mind. Nice. Okay.
There we go.
Okay. Yeah.
Now this guy is good.
There we go. He's setting up the cracking shots.
Okay, so he's setting all the stuff. So if you haven't tried the photo mode yet, we really encourage you to do so. But yeah, we've seen quite a few of your pictures, so pretty sure you already tried it. So it's setting everything.
It's actually potentially pretty long to snap the best picture because you can pretty much customize everything in it. Time of day, weather. Well, those are classics, but you can really deep dive into what you can do with pictures. I think you wouldn't take that much time with your Instagram pictures, Aurel. Although the principle is slightly the same.
He's giving us a nice showcase of all the different options we've got.
So at some point we'll have to decide. Don't worry, we'll go to it. So as before, you have the same way it's working the same way as before. You can go back in time.
Yes.
You can create then a photo. You can also create a video directly from the game. And what is new is now you will be able to directly share the new videos on the
pictures
website.
on the website, on the hub.
Absolutely.
So with just one click,
you can see the little pop-up notification there. Very quick sharing.
Okay.
And then the notification that it's been done.
Okay, so now we have shared it somewhere.
Yeah.
But where on it?
Where is it?
We saw that fancy name there, the Crew Hub. What does that mean?
Where is it?
We can switch maybe now to the website. So basically this website is for now a bit empty because it's not live yet. It will be tomorrow.
Exactly. That is where you guys come in.
Absolutely.
So here we have your profile. Basically it's my pictures. The website is in French. I don't know why, but don't worry, it will be localized.
Well, it's Aurel's pictures. Don't try to steal the show, Arnaud.
So there'll be a gallery setting you can see there at the top. It's written in French this time, but it'll also be written in all the other languages too, and you'll be able to access that from the main website, the Crew Game website. You'll be able to come through to this.
So basically, you can browse all the pictures that have been already created, see the number of upvotes, who posted them, and also go to the gallery of this person.
Yes.
Sometimes you will need to be logged in to be able to go to other pictures, creators, etc. But you can switch between one another really quickly.
Puck.
So the one you've seen before is basically the training session we did before. So I think I prefer this one, but I just...
No, I like the ones with the hovercraft in the air.
It's a pretty cracking action shot, as well.
Pretty cracking.
You can see the pilot has some water going in the face, so it's pretty funny as well.
And you have also on the website not only your pictures, the one for your friends. So you play friends, basically.
Yep.
If I'm friend with James, I'm sure it will happen, but we can't dream of it. Sorry about this one.
That was
so I can see this gallery directly from the website.
So much prologue.
So the Crew Hub. You will be able to find the Crew Hub directly from the main website.
You will,
the
yeah.
Crew Game. And you will be also able to browse the top picture of the moment
Yeah.
and also the overall best.
Absolutely. So you'll have a tab for the very best pictures. Those are the ones that have been upvoted the most using the little heart icon that you just saw on the pictures, the most upvotes. You'll have the trending one as well, which is the most upvotes in the recent time. So basically standard trending feature there. And it's worth mentioning as well that obviously you need to log in to your Ubisoft account on the webpage to be able to see your pictures and to be able to see those of your friends too. It'll give you a little prompt if you come on the page and you haven't logged in. You'll be able to connect straight away and then be able to see those too. And if you come across a picture that isn't by one of your friends but that you really like and you want to have a look at that person's profile, you'll be able to see their name at the bottom of the picture. You can click on that and it'll take you straight through to their profile where you can see all their pictures. Simple as that.
Simple as that. So, switching back to us, I think we have an event to celebrate this.
We certainly do, yes. So as of tomorrow, we'll be publishing the article detailing, first off, just a quick recap of what we said about the new photo sharing feature, and also the details of the event. So starting off tomorrow, September 26th, and running through until October the 2nd, we're going to be tracking the 100 most upvoted photos on the gallery section of the website. And we're going to be rewarding them with 5,000 crew credits at the end of it, as well as sharing some of our favourites. In fact, the top 3 personal favourite pictures from the dev team will win 10,000 crew credits. And I think we'll be putting them forward a little bit as well, maybe showcasing the photos off. Because
doing live stream, doing events, I don't know.
Exactly, we have absolute confidence that they're going to be amazing.
Yeah,
we're going to take our time finding the very best ones.
Exactly, it's going to be a tough choice.
It's going to be pretty great. Gator Rush theme, hovercraft Gator Rush theme.
Yeah.
If
Not
possible,
forced hovercraft.
It doesn't have to be
Gator
hovercraft, but
Gator Rush mood.
Try to make use of the new tools if you can. If not, then just make a cracking photograph, and it's just as good as well. And
show us some Gator Rush spirit.
Absolutely,
basically.
Exactly. And we look forward to seeing your creations and be able to share those all over the web.
Yeah, perfect. So I think we can now move to the September vehicle drop.
Yeah.
So before we show them to you directly in the game, just a quick overview. We're gonna turn around them. Let's check the latest video promoting this new. Yeah, we're back.
I love those videos that we create for every single one of the monthly drops.
They're very short.
They're really showcased. They're very short.
Yeah, really short, but
surprisingly short sometimes.
Actually packed.
So yeah, we've seen the Ariel Nomad, which is a pretty cool vehicle, and the XK Armored Hovercraft.
But we are here. So first of all, yes, you recognize it. The Ariel Nomad is joining the game.
Yeah,
pretty different vehicle.
Yeah,
but
pretty
quite
cool.
Exciting.
Buggy style a bit.
It is, yeah. Coming
off-road, obviously.
Definitely off-road.
And if you like to have the wind in your hair while driving, I guess that's a top choice for you.
Pretty much everything in your hair, really.
Exactly.
Foliage, dirt, mud, anything. Then this is the right car for you. It's joining the rally road discipline.
Mm-hmm. So go straight to the point. Cross every rock, absolutely. Every tree, everything, every reverse. So yeah, with that you're obviously good to go.
And yes, I've been seeing this question quite a few times since the beginning of the live stream, and now that we are here in the garage, the big question is: the garage saved now? Fixed? Yes, good news. Everything was set up a few hours before the live stream, and tomorrow with the patch notes, you will be able to see that you are now able to save the vehicle in your garage.
Absolutely.
We know it was important for you guys. It was very frustrating for us too, but now you're able to customize your own house with your own vehicles.
You certainly are.
Yeah.
And
so that was the Ariel.
And we can see from here also the XK Armored Hovercrafts, which is, as you can see, another pretty unique vehicle. It's actually this one is cool because, like, obviously you can hear it with the name. It's how would you put it, James? Like, looks really tough and solid. And it's kind of the few hovercraft that you get to be actually seated on like you would in a car. So it's like you can see it in the cockpit view that you're seated behind a wheel, which is not usual for hovercraft. You'll see a few of our hovercraft actually have a handlebar like you would on a bike. And so yeah, that's one of the small specificities of this hovercraft.
Absolutely, yeah. So
And you have the belt.
Yeah, you have a belt.
Safe.
Safety
Yeah,
first.
Safety first.
Guys. It's important.
Yeah. This one also allows you to get some wind in your hair, obviously.
It does, yeah. Maybe some pieces of shrapnel too, whilst you're ramming into other players. As you can see, it's designed with that little bit more of a physical kind of design, and worth noting that.
And Aurel
stop
can
here.
help.
He's fitting out his
Actually,
gallery
we were saying that the website was kind of empty now, but it's going to be full by tomorrow, I think.
Tomorrow it should be okay.
So just a reminder, these two vehicles will be available as of tomorrow when Gator Rush goes live for Season Pass owners straight away. And they will be available for all players 7 days later on October 3rd.
Yay.
Okay.
Cool. I think we're good for the September vehicle drop.
Absolutely. Should we get to the meaty part of the live stream?
Okay, so before, let's put some disclaimers. This is an extract of the patch note.
It is. It's
If
just
you
a
want the
small
full details, you can go to the website.
Absolutely.
And even on the website, I think it's only an extract.
Yeah.
Because, well, there were quite a few lines to treat for this patch note, so we go into the main points. We try to give some details about what was really important, so the exploits, the vehicles, etc.
Yep.
But you may discover some newly fixed stuff.
Absolutely.
Don't worry, we really encourage you to go to the game, play the game once again, and tell us, okay, is it okay now for what you've been asking us? Otherwise, keep asking. Don't worry, we're here for that.
Absolutely. And well, we can see that Rich is linking those in the chat. Thank you, Rich, for that. So you can go through and have a look. Even if there are a couple of things missing, they're still pretty detailed. You're going to be scrolling for a while to get down to the bottom of them. There's definitely a lot of really cool stuff in there. So without further ado, should we start having a look at some of the biggest things?
Okay, let's switch. Okay, so first of all, Richard, I think you can stop spamming. Basically, just a quick reminder, the patch tomorrow is first of all Gator Rush.
Gator Rush, that's
Gator
what you get.
Rush is
Hovercraft,
what you get.
5 new vehicles, photo quest activities, difficulty mode, and legendary reports. That's the big
New photo
chunk
quests,
of content.
etc. Available tomorrow around 1 p.m. Paris time, okay, and free for upload. Okay, let's move to the next one. So we try to split them between different topics, so you will be able to see the details on the website. So first of all, yeah, the saved vehicle, the vehicle are now saved in the apps. Already said, but just in case. So there have been quite a few projects here and I about different major concerns you shared with us. First of all, the AI. It's something that we already discussed back on the previous live stream with Fergus. How we are going to improve the behavior of the AI. So we are starting with this Gator Rush update with the uppercar. Why the uppercar? Because the uppercar is the most frustrating, and this is why we needed to do more efforts. Yeah. But we also did some rebalancing, some tweaks on other events. And overall, we improved the behavior of the AI. So it can be during events and also in the traffic. Mm-hmm. So it can be pathfinding and also collision issues. We know that sometimes some bus trying to take some jump, it was not a good idea.
No.
Yeah.
Skills, we had some issue with ghosts during skill events. It should not be fixed. And also when you're doing a skill, it happens a lot when you're doing the skill and you're interrupted by something and you lose the skill basically.
Okay.
Now it's fixed. Photo ops, I think I'm the only one speaking right now.
Yeah.
It's because
I know what's
yeah,
on
you do
my
it so well, actually. Yeah, nice.
So photo ops, basically, we knew that some photo ops were not possible or almost impossible to complete in certain circumstances.
Yeah.
We had to zoom, de-zoom, etc.
Yeah.
No, it should be fixed. And also,
not everybody is Aurel, so
yeah,
you
no,
have to.
I don't know if Aurel is very good at photo apps. He's good at photos in general. Right?
Oh, well.
True.
And then events. So it's linked to the AI. We reviewed existing events to fix some level design issues, floating elements, collision issues, etc. etc. We don't go into detail for this one, so.
No.
Okay, another big part.
Yes.
The
Yeah,
exploits.
The exploits is always a fun one to go through. So let's take these point by point. The first one was an exploit where water and ground jumps are able to be exploited using trains and boats to get pretty ridiculous scores. That one has definitely been fixed, although pretty crafty way to get a high score. We admit it.
You can
It's
find
pretty-
pretty funny
think about
videos.
Definitely broken, so we got rid of that one. Also fixed is the fact that players can bank followers by opening and closing a highlight ticket.
Yeah, before we fixed the issue with the pause menu, basically the map,
Yep.
we've seen quite a few exploits with this one, and now we have a new one with the highlight, so it's fixed tomorrow.
Absolutely. We've also removed we fixed the fact that capping wasn't present for both looping and outside looping freestyle dynamics, as well as for the Immelman freestyle dynamics tricks. And lastly, for this particular section,
But
the
not least.
accent. Pardon me?
Last but not least.
Last but not least, definitely a big one. We know you guys all love farming the accident event. But we made a couple of little changes to that one.
Fun is over.
Namely, a
Might come.
rebalancing of the rewards and obviously the checkpoint detection glitch. It wasn't really much fun that you could just smash straight through the barriers right at the start of the race and cheat a whole chunk of it, so we've gotten rid of that too.
And just a side note regarding the exploits, so we know that many of you are a bit concerned about the leaderboards. Don't worry, we are working on this,
Yes.
and we will make sure to clean them as soon as possible.
Yeah, the team's
It's
making really
definitely-
good progress on it, but obviously we want to do it right. We know that it's a big issue for a lot of you guys, so we're making sure that it's taken proper care of.
Yes.
Moving on to the shop, so just go very quickly across that one. We've added season pass, vehicle bundles, and crew credit packs to the Far and Beyond shops in the game.
Far and beyond.
Far and
It's a bit
Beyond,
new one.
it's a mystical name. You'll be able to,
You go
you'll be able to
further.
find that in the game.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I think it's something's missing here. We added another tent in the game.
We did. It's just a little teaser tent.
It's a teasing.
It's a little bit of a teasing tent
Yeah.
for something that you guys all know is coming anyway in a few months. So we'll let you go and find it and post your screenshots to the gallery. cross function.
Nice
sharing
one,
there.
nice one, James.
And we'll see how many of you start picking it up. But yeah, that's been added too. For the loot, we have fixed the fact that loot can sink underwater in certain circumstances, which is awkward because you might have boats but you don't have submarines. So
Yet.
hopefully that shouldn't be an issue. And we've also improved the balancing of drop rates for specific events. That was a little bit broken in some cases, so hopefully you should find that better. Lastly, the fast fave. There were a few camera and vehicle related issues that have been
Yeah.
addressed.
Basically, when you switch between one vehicle and another one, the camera may go through the second vehicle,
Yes.
etc. So
Exactly.
should we improve that?
Exactly.
Okay, other stuff in the world, you will be able to see them in the website. But moving on with the visual, the sound, and animation. So basically, in the textures, we fixed various missing and incorrect texture and animation. So it's in the old stuff, which needs fixed. The odometer is now available in game pause menu, and we also improved some various interface elements in the UI. You are now able to track the progression in the X-Men Live series families events. Next, the photo mode sharing, so the group up. We already shared this one.
Absolutely.
And also, when you were playing with the video editor, at some time you had issue with the camera, sometimes the keys when you created the video were not really working, so it should not be fixed, and we also fixed some effects. For the sound, the one issue with the gear shift sound for automatic and semi-automatic transmission should now be fixed. The radio channel is now saved when you quit the game. You don't have to go back and browse every time you go back to the game.
Seems like a small change, but I think it annoyed a lot of people.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's taken care of now.
And also we fixed some missing and incorrect effects and voiceovers.
Big topic, this one, vehicles.
We won't go into detail.
We won't go into too much detail on these ones. There will be more detail in the patch notes, like we said, but just to go through quickly, there are a few issues on the physics side, starting off with the pro settings. We've had a tweak of that. There were tired skid marks visible ahead of the vehicle, which is obviously impossible, as everyone knows, so we have corrected that. Basically, whenever a player drove any vehicle on the Bondman salt flats, for instance, you would notice that skid marks were visible ahead of the tyres, so that's been taken care of.
So fast.
So fast.
Speeder than light.
Vehicles able to drive up pretty impossible angles, steep mountains, buildings, that kind of thing, with 90-degree angle inclines. Spider-Man vehicles, basically. Yep, it's always impressive to see the pictures that can lead to, but obviously that wasn't intended, so we've taken care of that too. There was a bit too much rolling resistance on sand surfaces for particular types of cars, so that's
You
been
have the
taken care of
details
as well.
on the website.
Exactly, yeah, the website will have a lot more detail on that. Being unable to go backwards in some events, the entry areas for ground vehicles, we've obviously corrected that. Different cases of vehicles sinking into the ground in city alleys. A little bit awkward, a little bit tricky, so we got rid of that too.
We have the back on track.
With the back on track. And lastly, for this particular category, we've improved the camera behavior for ground vehicles whenever they're jumping and landing as well. Hopefully that'll be something you can see quite easily when you log into
It's
Gator
something
Rush
that
tomorrow.
really improved the perception of whether
Gravity
you do a
as
jump
well.
or
Yeah.
the weight of the vehicle is better. and-
Exactly, yeah. It's crazy sometimes how small a tweak like that can actually impact your feeling of driving vehicles in the game. So definitely let us know what you think about that one, because we're really interested to get your feedback on it. Lastly, for this slide, the visuals and animation side, there were some hand positions misplaced on cruiser bikes, where they just weren't actually on the handbars. The guy was basically driving in a very unsafe way without using his hands.
We don't wanna do
So
that.
we have
We don't
fixed
recommend.
that. We
No.
do not recommend that, definitely not. So we fixed that. And then various interior and exterior fixes and livery creator issues on some of the vehicles as well. Again, probably a few too many for us to list, but there will probably be more details on that on the website too.
But we saw many of them reported by the community. Whenever you try to customize one vehicle, you try to put a livery on the right side, it was putting on the left side. It's something that we fixed, and also small details that you will be able to discover. And I think it's the last one of the highlights. It's highlights. So let's talk about technical. Don't worry, I won't go into too much technical. So we fixed the TV screen scaling issues. So now if you have a TV
PS4,
in PS4, you will be able to use the correct scaling for both.
Nice little bonus.
For PC, we added a PC benchmarking tool. So basically, it will help you to better define your in-game settings based on your computer configuration. So you will run a test and it will tell you, okay, at the end, you play using those specific settings.
Yep.
We, of course, did some performance and co-op online optimizations. Don't go into details on this one. We added on the mouse side a slider for sensitivity to controls. We also did some improvement for the keyboard mapping and overall PC control. We will continue to do so. So if you have feedback, if you have recommendation, do not hesitate to follow them. And driving wheels.
Yeah,
a
big
huge
topic.
So basically, we work with main teams to continue to improve the compatibility with several different models. So you have the list on the website. So of course, focus was set on the G27 and G29 for Logitech because we knew that there were some crashes linked to them, some of them.
Yep.
Also some force playback issues, etc. With all detail. Trustmaster also, many models, more than that. Please check out the full patch notes.
Yeah, the full list is pretty long. So.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
And also, if you were playing with the Steam controller, why are you missing vibration? That's a shame. So
It
now
certainly
it's
is, yeah.
fixed.
It is fixed. And just a reminder for the link, you've got that down at the bottom of the screen there, thecrewgame.com/patch1-1-0. That'll take you straight through to, normally it should localize the page for you automatically based on whereabouts you're based.
Yes, it will.
So yeah, definitely go check out the patch notes and have a full read through. That was just the highlights of them. there's a hell of a lot more in there as well. So yeah, enjoy the read.
Enjoy the ride and the read.
Yeah.
Okay, I think it is time to wrap up and
It is, yeah.
say goodbye and say something else.
Yeah, surprise.
I think we've given you a lot to think about and a lot to read already. There are a few articles live on the website
To
now.
play also.
Exactly, yes, a lot to play too.
Definitely.
Absolutely. So go check out the website, go have a look at everything that's coming tomorrow. Just a reminder that the maintenance will start at 10 a.m. Paris time. So that's 9 a.m. UK time, and 3 o'clock in the morning East Coast time. I'm tempting it. Let's don't hold me to that. But yeah, starting nice and early in the morning, and then hopefully finished a couple of hours later. Let's say 1 p.m. French time. You should be able to get your hands on
Safe
the
bet
game.
is 1 p.m. but normally before that.
We'll update our channels to let you know whenever it's all ready to go, and you'll be able to log in and give that a try.
Yeah, that sounds like a good program.
It certainly does, yeah.
For all players, for free. And
we talked about a little surprise, right?
Yeah,
we did,
surprise.
yeah. So
I think
Gator Rush.
when you went the first time, we talked about something like postal vision or something.
Definitely. Last time I was here, we talked about how game as a service philosophy, how we want to maintain a long-term relationship with our community that we love and we're grateful for. So yeah, Gator Rush is really only the first one of a series of free update for our players. And yeah.
I think there's something in December.
There is something coming in December. A
We
lot of
already
you are
teased
already
the content.
aware of that.
There's a little feature that I think quite a few people are excited for that you know, involves some players playing against some other players. You know, it's
James.
I think it's called
player
versus player, something like PvP. I think
something PvP.
But that's coming in December, obviously. Not just that, lots of other great things too.
We will make sure to present you this before.
We certainly will. Yeah.
We will start involve players also. But there is something else.
What we want to share with you right now is the name and the logo of this December update.
And then we let you guess whatever you want.
Yeah.
So let's see.
So what do you think it is?
And tell us, okay? We leave you with the logo.
There you go. So King of Mayhem is the name of our next update. Free update, exactly. Like Gator Rush, it's going to have a whole load of good stuff, including PvP. We're not going to say anything else now, but we look forward to hearing what you guys think might be in it.
Yeah. What is it?
We'll see what you come up with. But in the meantime, you've got a hell of a lot to get your hands on already with Gator Rush. It's a fantastic update coming tomorrow. We really hope you enjoy it. Yeah. And in fact, to make sure that as many people can get their hands on it as possible, we're actually running on PC coming up this weekend. On Uplay PC this weekend. A free weekend. So players are going to be able to get their hands on the game for free and try everything out, including the Gator Rush update. That's releasing tomorrow. And let us know what you think.
Spread the word.
Absolutely.
Get your friends in.
There'll be articles going up on the website with all the information you need to know, so go check those out as well. And we look forward
basically, it will be really easy to find. If you have any friend that want to try the game, install Uplay, go to My Games, and it will be there directly.
It'll be under the free games tab. Yep, absolutely. You'll be able to just get it preloaded. There'll be a map in the article that you'll be able to see with all the preload times across the world, so you can figure out which one works best for you. And yeah, we look forward to seeing
a lot of you in the game.
A lot of you in the game sharing photos and
going
crazy.
I love sharing photos.
So I think that about brings the stream to a close today. Thank you again, everyone, for watching.
Come on, Aurel.
There was a question I wanted to answer to.
Oh, okay, here we go.
Aurel wants to say something, but he doesn't have a mic, so...
Yeah, if you can hear me.
I'll give you mine.
I just saw someone asking the question if... sorry. If you can use, in fact, the photo you took before into the into the crew hub. And yes, I asked Sofiane, in fact, and he told me, yes, you can use all the pictures you took inside the game before.
So you don't have to redo everything. Don't
exactly,
worry, guys. If you already have amazing photograph, you can share them.
You can share them.
Good stuff. Well, thank you for that extra note.
Yeah.
It's an
And thank you for the
excellent
gameplay
point.
once again.
Yeah,
I think you are our dedicated player now.
definitely.
Easy.
Favorite demoist.
So thank you very much everyone for joining us. It was a pleasure to showcase Gator Rush once again.
Absolutely.
We can't wait to give you more information for
To
what's
meet you
coming
in
next.
the game, actually.
To meet you in the game.
We're going to be
this
playing.
weekend. And thank you very much for joining us.
Thank
Thank
you for having
for
us.
the help on the regie. Well, it's a difficult word in English, sorry.
Backstage.
And talk to you very soon, guys.
We shall, yeah. We'll see you next time.
Enjoy.